this war in Iran, they are really affecting us. For the past 2 days, I've been trying to make a free flow irrigation, but like I'm really failing. The one factor which I think it might be because I'm taking I'm taking water near my farm, and there was a dam which some farmers back then, maybe 30 years back, used to use. So for me, I thought like maybe I can channel that water to my farm, but I've been really struggling. I have three main sources of water irrigation. The first one is borehole, and the second one is the one which was free flow, but it was damaged by those heavy floods. But so far, I'm doing my best to really put together those pipes to my farm. But they are 1 kilometer. There are 2 kilometers from where I take the water to my farm, but the challenge has been there. So far now, I feel like free flow will be for the best. But the biggest challenge is that my sweet corn, they are germinating, and I have to be irrigating them. So now I was just lucky because like there were some few rain there ever since I planted. The day I planted, it was then raining. So from now on, I will have to be irrigating as we are in approaching winter. Actually, we are there. So the biggest challenge is that petrol is really expensive. For me to start with this irrigation up until I harvest, I would have spent a lot of money. So for the past 2 days, I've been trying to make a free flow. There was a dam which was destroyed by heavy rains. It's not mine. I think like 30 years back, there was a farmer around here who was doing crop farming. So I just thought like maybe I can reconstruct a little bit so that like I will be able to use that water, but it's really challenging. My main biggest problem is that when I'm taking this water down the stream, with the first PV pipe which I'm using, it have a lot of water, but the water is I'm unable to channel it to my farm. So let me show you. The plan was to block here and test if maybe water will reach my farm, but then I'm failing to collect water from here to my farm. My farm is not really that far from here. My farm, the fencing is starting there. There is where my farm fencing is starting, and here is where I wanna collect water. But I'm really failing to collect this water to my farm. But I kind of like not knowing what I did wrong. And if you check here, the dam is overflowing because the pipe is not really taking the amount of water, the more amount of water from this dam. That's why there's this overflow. So the plan was to try this out. If it worked, I was going to construct then with cement. So I had to try to do a trial and error. But I'm really failing to understand why I am unable to collect this water. But if you check here, with this PVC pipe, I am collecting a lot of water. But then I reduced it to 50 milliliter there. But even still, I'm unable to collect a good amount of water. So this has been a very tiring job, but now I'm just confused whether I did something wrong or what. But if I open here, you will see there's a very large amount of water, but the water is unable to reach my farm. Let me try to open this side. You will see and understand my frustration. And I've done this before, but like I've done this, it is like 2 kilometers away from where we are now. But that structure was destroyed by those heavy floods. But I will see. If you check here, Let me take my tripod. Check the amount of water which I have on this tap, but I'm even failing to irrigate with this water. The plan was to even block here with cement, but so far because I'm struggling, there's no way I'm going to put a permanent structure here if I'm still struggling. So yeah, this is where I wanted to take water, but I'm really failing. I think maybe if I can try to buy bigger pipes, I will be able to, but I'm just using this one, and then it's this one and 50 milliliter. The 50 milliliter, it might be maybe 30 meters. Then I have 25 mil. I converted it from 50 to 40 a little bit, then to 20 milli. So I'm really struggling. This has been a very tiring job. To put this thing all together, it was a very tiring job. This is the joint which I used to convert it into 50 milliliter. So I don't know what to do now. Maybe I will have to buy more 50 mil. Oh no, this is 40. This is 40 mil. I think maybe then I will have to buy maybe 50 mil and run it through down there. Maybe when I convert it, it will be having pressure, but I really need the pressure. The water is not reaching my farm. So with this type of irrigation, it will save me a lot of money, because like now fuel is so expensive. So I think with this one I will be so able to irrigate without having stress of buying fuel. So I think we will see. So I will put up a updated video. The plan now is to use the other source of water, but with this source of water, I don't want to be using a lot of fuel. So with my second source of water, I think I will have to try to channel it to the dam which I wanted to do fish farming with. So for now, I think I would hold that project of fish farming. So yeah, so I'm thinking to do it in that way. So I'm thinking of holding that fish farming project. I will use that dam to store water. So I will try to run over the pipe during the night to see if I'm able to hold enough water. So I will pump water from there, but I will still be using fuel. So the plan was to not use fuel. So in the meantime, I think I will be irrigating with that, and then I will want people to come and assist me with the 2 kilometer one, because like without that one, it just means I will have to use fuel, because I tried with this one, I'm failing. But the other one, source of water, that one doesn't have pressure, because like I took that water maybe from there, then it ran through diagonally that side to my farm, and I think that one is working. It's working, but there's no pressure. For me to boost the pressure, I use fuel. So I'm doing my best to cut the cost with fuel. So now this is really challenging, because I tried what I can yesterday, even today. So, but like with this one, this one I won't really abandon it. I think I will have to try to increase the pipe. Maybe buy another 2 PVC from. I will be able to see if the water will reach my farm, but I think it will reach my farm. I will just have to increase the pipes and not use the 25 milliliter at the end. Maybe if at the end I'm using 32, I think it will be good. So before I buy new pipes, I will have to go and collect those ones at the 2 kilometer one, which were washed away by those heavy floods. I will take few from there and then connect them here and try to check if maybe water will reach my farm. If water can reach my farm with 50 milliliter, then it means I will have to buy 50 mil, because I'm avoiding to buy 50 mil, trying to solve a problem which can be solved. Then I will be left with 50 mil, which is just there for me to use maybe in other times. But this year I told myself that I will have to really cut costs. So for me to cut costs, I will take the 50 mil which I used on the one which is 2 kilometer away from me. Then I test them. If I test them, then I see okay, it's winning, then it means I will buy another additional. So if you've made it so far, thanks a lot. It's just that like this thing has been really tiring. I've been working from early morning up until now, and imagine I was channeling this pipe. I had to dig some trench just so that like maybe when there's fire, my pipes will be covered. So it has been a very tiring job. So if you've made it so far, thanks a lot, and you can leave a thumb up too. I really appreciate it, and it really does help the channel to grow.